Just now I completed the string versus string buffer. So if anyone is asking what is the difference between the string versus string buffer, total how many cases I covered here? 6 cases I covered. Can 6 cases are enough? Good. Now in the interview level, the frequently asked question. What is that question here? So the difference between equals method and the difference between what? Equals method and compared to method. So you know the importance of this method. In the collections also frequently we are using compared to method to compare the do data, right? So the question here, what is the difference between the equals method and the compared to method? Now, just now I completed equals method, right? Equals method is present in object class. Object class equals method for which reason? Reference comparison. Equals method is present in which class? Object class. Object class equals method which comparison here? Reference comparison, ref comparison. But string class is overriding equals method. String is overriding equals method. String class equals method for which comparison here? String class equals method which comparison here? Content comparison. Whatever the content is there, it will compare the content, not reference variable. And string buffer class. The string buffer class, this fellow is not overriding equals method. This person is not overriding equals method means which class equals method executed here? Object class equals executed. Object class equals, the string buffer is not overriding. It uses object class equals method. Object class equals method which comparison here? Reference comparison. The last case I complete this all points, right? There is information about equals method. Tell me the point number 1 here. Equals method present in object class. Object class equals method reference comparison. String class is overriding equals method, content comparison. String buffer class is not overriding. If this fellow is not overriding means it uses object class equals method. Object class equals method which comparison here? Ref comparison, reference comparison. The comparison here? Reference comparison. So I complete these points, right? Next one is compared to method. Compared to method is also comparing two strings and it returns integer value as return value. Equals method return type is the boolean. Compared to method return type is the integer value. It returns integer value as return value. If two strings are equal, for example here I am comparing Ratan, two strings are equal, it returns 0. So tell me, equals method return type is the which one? Boolean value. Boolean means it returns either true or false. Compared to method return type is what? Integer. So it returns either 0 integer values, right? If two strings are equal, it returns 0. Two strings are equal, returns 0. If two strings are not equal, for example I am comparing here Ratan and Anu. You know Unicode value starts from small a 97, capital A is how much here? 65. So in C language we are having ASCII code format, right? In the same way in the Java is called Unicode format. In the Unicode small a 97 and capital A 65. Capital A is how much? 65. Here the two strings are equal, returns 0. If the two strings are not equal, Ratan and Anu is not equal, right? If the two strings are not equal, it returns either positive value or negative value. It returns either positive value or negative value. When it returns positive and when it returns negative. So here for the smaller Unicode value is how much? 115 nearly. Approximately 115. So for the small a, what is the Unicode value here? 97. Tell me here, first string, first character Unicode value is bigger than second string or smaller than second string here? First string, first character Unicode value is bigger than second string or smaller than second string here? Obviously bigger than second string, right? If it is bigger than second string, it returns positive value. It returns what? Positive value. So in the same way, I compared Anu and Ratan. So Anu Ratan means what is the Unicode value of A here? 97 or 115. First string, first character Unicode value is bigger or smaller than second string? Obviously here the smaller than second string, right? If it is smaller than second string, it returns which value here? Negative value. Forget about positive and negative values. What is exactly which value generated? So it returns first string, first character Unicode value is bigger means positive, smaller means negative. So this information regarding what? Your compared to method and equals method. So in interview, most frequently asked question, as freshers or experience level, the frequently asked question. Don't confuse. So only 2 points. Compared to method is compared to method, equals method. Both are comparing the two strings. So equals method is present in object class. Object class equals method, ref comparison. String class is overriding equals method, content comparison. String buffer class is not overriding equals method. If it uses object class equals method, which comparison here? A ref comparison. Reference ref represents what? Reference comparison. Don't say what is ref, reference comparison, right? Compared to method. And coming to the compared to method return type is what? Integer. So if two strings are equal, it returns 0. If two strings are not equal, returns either positive value or negative value. So when it returns positive value, first string, first character Unicode value is bigger means positive. Otherwise, first string, first character Unicode value is smaller than second string means it returns what? Negative. It returns negative. So Ratan, here negative is good, but my application contains Ratan, Ratna, Ratna. So Ratan and Ratna. First character is same, second character is same, third character is same. Then think about the fourth character. Alphabetical order. So clear. First three characters are same means think about the fourth character. Here 97, here 11 some plus. Then tell me here first string first character is smaller than second string, right? It returns which value here? Negative value. So just to check the alphabetical order. So clear? This information about compared to method and equals method. So practically I will implement the compared to and equals method. So here equals method is there. Along with equals method I will do the practicals of and equals ignore case. Tell me what is the purpose of ignore case? I hope no need of explanation, right? Equals method means which comparison, like case sensitive level. Equals ignore case means ignoring the case. Compared to method means case sensitive. I would like to ignore the case. To ignore the case, what is the method name here? So here compare to, tell me, compare to ignore case. I will implement practically all these 4 methods. Equals method, compare to method, equals ignore case method, compare to ignore case method. So clear? This is one of the example. So I'll do the practicals here. You know, for the practicals, edit plus alt F new Java. So here the string operations, not local disk D or location is local disk C, Java by Ratan, Java programs. Here the string manipulations, string operations. These are the last. These all examples are total. How many cases I completed here? 6 cases completed. The next one here, the next example. The next example here, equals method and compare to method, right? Good. Now here, so I am declaring string s1 equal to within the double quotes Ratan. The same way string s2 equal to string s3. Total how many strings here? 3 strings. Ratan, Anu, Ratan. First of all, use the equals method. System.out.println. Use the equals method. For the equals method here, s1 dot equals of here I compared s2. s1 dot equals of s2. So s2 here s1 dot equals of s3. s1 dot equals of s3 dot equals of s2. So anyhow, you know, string class equals, in this example, which class equals executed? String class equals. String class equals which comparison here? Obviously content comparison. Concentrate in this example, which class? String class equals method executed. String class equals method will be executed, right? Good. String class equals executed. You know the output, right? S1 content, S1 content, S2 content. So it returns what? False. So S1 content, S3 content. It returns true. But last one here, S3 content and S2 content, it is also returns what? False. Save it. Java programs here, test.java. In the command prompt, local disk G, your application is present. In the local disk G, Java by Ratan. In the Java by Ratan, the folder name is Java programs folder. The Java programs folder Java C, the application name is test.java. Code is compiled, Java test. What is output here? False, true, false. The same data is printed, right? This is called equals method. If you want, I will write equals ignore case method. Here I am writing Ratan. So here I will check RATIN. Tell me here, what is the output here? Obviously two strings are equal or not equal here. These two strings are not equal, returns false. Now code is compiled, code is executed. Last line is output is a false, right? In the same way, equals, I would like to ignore the case. To ignore the case, equals ignore case. Equals ignore case of Ratan. If it is equals ignore case means it returns true value, right? It returns true. Code is compiled, code is executed. Check the last line output here. It returns obviously true. This is called equals method. The next one is the compare to method. Tell me what is the purpose of compare to method? The equals method returns boolean value, compare to method integer value. So what is the compare to method here? Just I am checking s1 dot equals s1 dot the method name is called what? Compare to method. S1 dot compare to of s2. So tell me two strings are equal. First of all, we will write SOP statement. S1 dot compare to of S2, S3, and S1 dot S2 dot compare to of S3. S2 dot compare to of S3. Good. In this case, tell me S1, S2. Both strings are equal or different here? S1, S2 both strings are not equal. Not equal means it returns either positive value or negative value. First string, first character Unicode value is bigger than second string, obviously. It is bigger than second string means it returns the positive value. Next one is what? S1 dot compare to of S3. So S1, S3 both are same, right? If both are same, returns 0. What is the last one here? S2 dot compare to of S3. So I am comparing these two things. First string Unicode value is 97. Second string Unicode value is 115. So first string Unicode value obviously smaller than second string, right? If it is smaller than second string, returns what? Negative. Control S. It returns negative value, right? Good. Now control S. Check the output, last line output here. So code is compiled, code is executed. Positive, 0, negative. Here positive, 0, negative is printed. Clear? The same way I will apply the ignore case also. Here I am comparing Ratan. Here I will write the Ratan. So within the double quotes, capital Ratan. Tell me, obviously it is a case sensitive. It is a case sensitive means it returns true or false. True or false. Compare to method means first string is obviously smaller than second string, right? Smaller than second string means it returns which value here? Negative value. But I would like to ignore the case. In order to ignore the case, use the compare to method. Compare to ignore case. I compared ignore case. Code is compiled, code is executed. Last line, check the last two lines output here. One is returns negative value, one is returns equals ignore case, right? If it is equals ignore case means it returns which value here? Positive. Sorry, this one is it returns what is negative? It returns 0. This information regarding your equals method and compare to method. The frequently asked entry question it is. So clear? This is the examples regarding equals method versus what method name here? Compare to method, right? Compare to method. Equals versus compare to. This is the example. So clear? Can you please pause the video? Try to complete the practicals of every example. Then start next example. A point is clear. When I complete the example, first of all, do the practicals of that example. Compare to ignore codes. Pause the video, do the practicals. After completion of the practicals, once you know, get the idea of equals method and equals method and compare to method, then start next example. So clear? This information regarding equals method and compare to method. This is one of the interview question, the frequent classroom question. The next interview question. So the interview asking equals method versus double equal to operator. These points are already completed. I will give one more time. So equals method versus double equal to operator. So I completed double equal to operator, right? So while discussing string versus string buffer cases, I completed double equal to operator also. Double equal to operator is always which comparison here? Reference comparison. Check it. Equals method, object class equals method, reference comparison. String class equals method, content comparison. String buffer class, reference comparison. So here equals method, different classes, different purposes. But which one? Double equal to operator, it is always for which comparison here? A reference comparison. If two reference variables are pointing to same object, returns true, otherwise false. Two reference variables are pointing to same object, returns true, otherwise always false. So that is called our reference comparison. So practicals also double equal to operator completed, equals is completed. No need to explain. If any interview asking, can please say this exam. Say these points. So the interview asking what is the difference between equals method and compare to method. So concentrate in my videos. I am unable to give the notes, classroom notes. I am always explaining the topics. I am explaining the topic means, so we must write the notes, classroom notes. Otherwise, it depends on my material. So string manipulations exception will take 10 hours in my classroom. Because number of persons are there, I am give the time to note down the examples and the theory, to write the theory. It will take more time. But in front of the video, directly I am delivering subject. But I am not giving any running notes. I am not giving time to note down the examples. This is all the process, right? So there is a reason. Pause the video, complete the practicals, write the running notes. Otherwise, can please take the complete video classes. We are having course of material. The entire one, whatever the examples we discuss in the classroom, whatever the theory we discuss in the classroom, the same thing is present in the material. If you want, can please check the material. So clear? So there's information regarding what? So my mail ID. If you want material, I will forward the soft copy, ratna5256@gmail.com. If any queries, can you please mail that ratna5256 ratna5256@gmail.com. So clear? So if you want any image one, like that notebooks and all, can please contact this can please send a mail, then I will reply. So clear? Good. The discussion is equals method and double equal to operator. Equals method is present in which class? Object class. Object class equals method, reference comparison. String class is overriding that equals method. String class equals method which comparison? String class equals method which comparison? Content comparison. And the string buffer class is not overriding. String buffer class is not overriding means it uses object class equals method. Object class equals method which comparison here? A reference comparison. But double equal to operator is always for which comparison? Reference comparison. If two reference variables are pointing to same object, returns true. Different object returns false. That is called what? If a reference comparison. Clear? That is also one of the most dangerous question in interview. So one is the equals method versus compare to method. Another one is the equals method versus double equal to operator. Equals method versus double equal to operator. Everything is fine? Good. So the next interview question, the frequently asked question. Next one is what? So length versus length of. Length versus length of. The smaller problem with the students. The last example also I covered equals versus next one is what? Double equal to operator, right? In interviews in TCS, IBM, when I taken the interview from the students, the number of times I am facing this problem. Whenever I am asking the difference between the equals and double equal to operator, Hey, can please tell me the difference between the equals method and double equal to operator? Immediately the student answer is, can please guess the student's answer immediately? The immediately first answer is equals is a method, double equal is the operator. So everyone knows that equals is a method, double equal to operator. That is not a great point. Don't say equal is a method, double equal to operator. And whenever I am asking length versus length of means, yes sir, Ratan, length is a variable, Ratan, length of is a method. Everyone knows that point. Length is a variable, length of is a method. Whenever I am asking the final versus finally, finally is a modifier, finally is a block. But don't say the answer like that. Whenever I am asking the equals versus difference means, double equal to operator means, equals is a method present in object class. Complete sentence. Equals is a method, double equal is operator. It's the differences like student knowledge. The student knowledge. So directly say equals is a method present in object class that performs reference comparison. Double equal to operator is always performs reference comparison. So check my words and check your words. You are saying equals is a method, double equal is operator. I am saying equals is a method present in object class, performs reference comparison. Double equal is what? Double equal is operator, performs reference comparison. You are saying length is a variable, length of is a method. But I am saying length is a variable used to find out length of the array. Complete sentence is required. First you are saying length is a variable. Second, use it to find out length of the array. Don't say like that. So single word, length is a variable used to find length of the array, size of the array. Length of is a method used to find out length of the string. So clear. So here I will implement this example practically. This is array. To find out the array size, length variable. To find out the length of the string, use the length method. So if you want do the practicals of this example also. For example, I created integer array a equal to new integer array of size is how much here? 100. I am creating size is how much? 100 here. The system dot tell me system dot out dot println of here I would like to find out the size of my array. To find out the size of my array, use LENGDH, length variable, enough. I would like to find out size of string. For example, here I declared string, string double quotes I am writing Ratan, right? String double quotes Ratan. I would like to find out size of the Ratan. To find out the size of the Ratan, and then tell me what is the data here. str dot, the method name is called what? Length method, LENGDH. So here this is the length variable versus length of method. Length versus method name is what? Length of is the method. So this is my data control. Yes sir. So do the compilation. Code is compiled fine. Java class name is test. Concentrate. Array size is how much here? 100. The length of this Ratan is how much? 5. This is so you know the last one I completed equals method versus which operator here? Double equal to operator. This is also important. The next one I covered. Next I am covering length versus length of. This one is also important. Length versus length of. This is the example regarding length versus length of. So length is a variable used to find out length of the string, length of the array. Length of is a method used to find out length of the length of what? String. There is a difference between so equals method and length method and length variable. So clear? So the next one here, the string contains number of methods. String buffer also contains number of methods. I will cover minimum 10 or 20 methods. Remaining methods can you please check in the Google. So I will complete caret method, index of, last index of, split method. I will cover most of the methods, the frequent user methods. So remaining method can you please check in the Google, right? So I already told you, the faculty is unable to discuss. String class contains 100 methods. We are unable to discuss the 100 methods. Mainly I will discuss some methods. String buffer also contains some methods. Can you please check the methods? Say once I will complete 2-3 methods means we are able to understand how to apply the methods, right? So you know how to apply the methods means can you please apply the method? Delete method, reverse method, caret method, index of method, last index, starts with, end with, value of method, trim method, substring method, number of methods are there. So I will cover almost all methods. Remaining methods can please check in Google, right? So can please so check the string class method. I will cover the string class method. Can please check the string buffer class method. Tell me first of all how to check the predefined methods in Java. Java dot lang dot which class here? String class. Oh, these all are the methods regarding split method, 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase, value of, format, replace all, replace first, replace method. So these are the number of methods. Index of, last index of, reason matches, compare to, ignore case, compare to, number of methods are there. To check the predefined methods, use the command. What is the command name here? java.lang.string. So if you want string, I will cover in the string class minimum 10 or 20 methods. At least can please complete the string buffer methods. These are string buffer methods. Append method, delete method, replace method, insert method, last index, index of. So insert method is there. So insert, everything is good. So these are the predefined methods. So I will cover some methods in the string class methods. Here constant bad. So example is not required. I'm for information sake I'm comparing this example. Mr.Ratan, I would like to find out the caret at first position. System.out.println of str dot, the method name is called what? Caret. Caret at second position. Caret means second position means index is always starts from 0. Here 0, 1, 2. What is second position character here? So T is the second position character, right? It returns the T value. Control S, code is compiled, fine. Code is executed. It returns for the value here, T value. So the caret that I am checking here, 20th position. Tell me 20th position, any character here? It generate exception. String index out of bounds exception. Whatever the exception name here, string index out of bounds exception. So string index out of bounds exception. That is the exception generated by JVM. So what is the next one here? So in the same way I am writing system.out.println of str dot, so index of, the method name is called what? Index of, which is a single quote I am writing A. So what tell me index of A? Code is compiled, fine. Code is executed. Index of A is how much? 0, 1. Then I want this index value, last index, right? If you want that index value, now it use the method name is called last index of. So index of means first occurrence. Last index of means last occurrence. For example, here one more A is there. Now tell me what is the last occurrence here? This is the last occurrence, right? It returns that last occurrence of index value. So 1 and 5. This is called caret method, index of, last index of. Index of and what? Last index of. For example, string str. I am writing some college student to a roll number. Roll number here 07R 8180525. 8180525. This is the roll number of the student. I would like to check whether the roll number contains 07R or not. To check whether the roll number contains method, use the contains method str1 dot. Tell me str1 dot. The method name is called what? Contains method. str1 dot contains method. str1 dot contains of, so 07RR not. Wait, tell me it contains 07RR not. So write the capital R. So code is compiled, fine. Code is executed. It returns true, means it contains 01R. The same way str1 is I am writing starts with start starts with 07RR not. Tell me obviously str1 is starts with 07RR not. Code is compiled, code is executed. True, starts with 07RR. For our satisfaction, I am writing E. Tell me, it starts with E or not? It returns false. In the same way, system dot out dot println of, I am writing str1 dot ends with. So it is ends with 5 to 525 or not. Tell me, it's ending with 525 or not? Code is compiled. Ends with, right? Good. Ends with 525 or not? Code is compiled, code is executed. It returns true, right? Good. Starts with the contains method, ends with method. For example, I would like to convert lowercase to uppercase. To convert the lowercase to uppercase, for example, here, this is my Ratan. Ratan is a lowercase, right? I would like to convert the uppercase. Tell me how to convert the uppercase here. To uppercase method is there. To uppercase of, anyhow, to uppercase. Ratan dot to uppercase. Code is compiled, code is executed. So uppercase characters will be printed. In the same way, if you want to print the lowercase, to print the lowercase, tell me here, I am using lowercase method, right? To lowercase. Here, can please write the capital Ratan. Then lowercase will be printed. Code is compiled, code will be executed. So Ratan. In the same way, the next one is the string s1 equal to within the double quote space. How many spaces I am writing here? 3 spaces. Ratan space. But how many spaces here? 6 spaces. So 6 spaces means just I am printing s1. System dot out dot println of s1. When we print the s1, code is compiled, code is executed. So 3 spaces printed, right? For example, can you please find out the s1 dot length method? So what is the length here? 6 spaces, 5 characters. Total how much length here? 11 is the length, right? I would like to remove the starting and ending spaces. To remove the starting and ending spaces, we are using trim method. What is the method name here? Trim method. But the trim method is able to remove only starting and ending spaces. Trim is able to remove only starting and ending spaces. Rather in the middle some spaces are there. It is not possible to remove the middle spaces. It is possible to remove starting and ending spaces. That's the reason s1 dot trim method. In the trim method, can you please apply the length method? So after trim method, so check the length here how much? 5 characters. So concentrate. First of all, in this example, trim method will be applied. That resultant data length method will be applied. This is very important. First of all, first trim will be applied and the resultant data length method will be applied. Okay, I will here this line, can please remember this line, it's very important. Here I called s1 dot trim method dot length method. First which method is applied here? First is trim method is applied and the trim method resultant data length method will be applied here. So clear?